Hi and welcome to Whisky Shared. You're watching my review of Deanston 18-year-old. I'm Toby and you're watching Whisky Shared. Welcome to my review of Deanston 18-year-old. Deanston is a single malt Scotch whisky. It's 46.3% ABV. It's uncoloured and it's non-chill filtered. This particular bottle retails for around £70 and I got it as part of my Summerton Club subscription. This was the bottle for February 2021. The Summerton Club, if you're not familiar with it, is a subscription club where you pay £50 every 2 months and they send you a bottle of whisky. This isn't the first time I've had Deanston 18. I've had it as a sample a couple of times from Whisky People and I've thoroughly enjoyed it. So when this turned up, I was mightily impressed. Deanston, if you're not familiar, started off as a cotton mill in 1785, and as the cotton industry in that part of Scotland declined over the years, it was finally converted into a whisky distillery in 1966. It's had several owners as a distillery over the years and it's currently owned by the Distell Group. Should we find out what it tastes like? On to the whisky. Right, so before I start nosing and tasting, let's have a look at the colour. I'd say that's like yellow gold. It gets its colour purely from the first fill bourbon casks that it's aged in. Let's try it on the nose. Right, so the first thing I get, unusually, is like an orange oil or orange note. Instantly reminds me of Cointreau. Then it starts to turn to tropical fruits like mango, pineapple. There's vanilla in there as well. And it's starting to turn into green apples and orchard fruits. And then I'm getting a hint of cereal like oat cakes. And then there's even a hint of like buttery biscuit. Yeah, very nice indeed. Let's try on the palate. Right, so two things happen instantly with this dram which are stunning. There's a viscosity where it starts to gel on the palate. It really is unctuous. It's gorgeous. But with that, there's an intense pear drop note. You get wafts of pear drops, you know, through the sinuses and over the palate. It is stunning. It's really is, yeah, a powerful dram in that way. I need another sip. Let's see what else I get. Doesn't fail to deliver. Each time you take a sip, same thing happens. There's a little bit of heat, not really noticeable on the first sip, but obviously as you sip more and it builds, there's a tiny little bit of heat on the palate. And with that, those pear drops turn to more tropical fruits as that sort of, you know, that pear vapor sort of disappears. You're left with the flavour of things like pineapple. Really is nice. In terms of flavours, there's not many there, but what is there is gorgeous. It really is nice. In terms of finish, you're left with a little sort of nutty note on the palate. You're left with vanilla sweetness, a little bit of that tropical fruit. It really does die off, and then you're left with a hint of dry wood, which you expect on a lot of whiskies, and especially a decently aged whisky. That finish is medium in length, and yeah, it's not long before you want another sip. In terms of value, you know, for this dram for me is really good. Obviously, it's only been in bourbon casks, so you know you're having quite a simple interaction with oak. You know, you're not masking the flavours with other spirits or other wines, for example, like a sherry matured whiskey. At £70, it's not bad, not bad at all. But you can often find it for probably £5, £6, £7, maybe even £10 cheaper from time to time. So it's definitely worth keeping an eye out. But it really is a nice dram. It's one that was on my wish list. I hadn't got around to buying it, you know, even though people had sent me samples and I was impressed. There's always another whiskey, always something that catches my eye that I pick instead. So I am glad that this bottle made it onto the Summerton Club subscription, and I got it for the great value price of £50. As usual, if you are interested in this or the Summerton Club, I'm not affiliated with them in any way, I'm just a member and I enjoy the whiskies, then take a look in the description and you can find out more. And if this sounds up your street, then grab yourself a bottle and I'll see you for the next one. So on, ciao.
I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, why not give it a like or a comment, and please consider subscribing for more videos like this.